Hello, everybody. It's DrAmy coming to you for your lunchtime inspiring moment. And today is Friday, so it's our Finance Friday lesson. Our Finance Friday lesson. So are you excited about Finance Friday? Well, I have some great information I think is great to share with you. And a lot of the information I share based on, of course, financial literacy, and then on articles that I read, the things that we all should know. So today, first thing that I want to do, let's do a financial checkup, a financial check-in. Let's do that first before we start everything. So I want you to answer yes or no to these questions. Yes or no to your financial checkup for today. Do you have your family budget done? Yes or no? Is your family on a spending budget? Yes or no? And I mean everybody in the household. Do you have your whole family on a spending budget? Yes or no? All right. Next thing is, do you have at least 3 months of emergency funds saved up? And if you have 3 months, are you working on 6 to 12 months? Because our goal here in this community is to have at least 3 to 12 months saved up in our emergency fund. Yes or no? Do you have at least 3 months? All right. Fourth question is, do you have your living benefits life insurance policy? Do you have that already set up for you? And if you have it for yourself, do you already have it set up for every member in your household? Yes or no? All right. Fourth question is, are you saving to pay down those high interest debt? Are you working on paying down your high interest debt? Here with this community, we want to make sure that everybody's working towards paying down those high interest debt. So are you saving to pay down those debts so you can invest? Yes or no? All right. And then the next question, I'm going to get a little fancy, because if you have all of those things done, then are you working towards creating your wealth creation plan? Are you doing that? Are you and your family working towards creating that wealth creation plan? So that's my financial check-in for you today. And my last question is, now here's something. I know this might not be for everybody, but are you still living paycheck to paycheck? That's a question that we have to ask our community, because we have to push everybody forward. Are you still living paycheck to paycheck? That's a question that I have to ask you. And for a matter of fact, that's what my topic is going to be about today, is how to break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck and improve your financial outlook. So if it's you, listen up. If it's somebody else that you need to share the information with, then still listen up. How to break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck and improve your financial outlook, because too many people in our community is still living paycheck to paycheck and then they can't do their basic things, like they can't save to advance their families, or they can't even do minimum things like pay their tithes and give to their community. So we want to break the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Now, and in case you don't know what it means, living paycheck to paycheck means that all of your money, all of your monthly your money that you make is going towards rent or mortgage or utilities and groceries and other stuff. And you just do not have enough money to save or for future expenses until the next paycheck comes. You know what I'm talking about? So here's something. I don't know if you know this, but did you know that more than 3/4 of full-time workers today are still living paycheck to paycheck? Can you believe that? Now, I have some statistics here that I'm going to read to you. Living paycheck to paycheck statistics. Listen to this, because I want you guys to share this with your community so we can work to do better. 63% of U.S. consumers live paycheck to paycheck in November of 2022. 1/3 of all U.S. consumers say that they aren't currently saving any money. And of this group, 60% of them do not have any savings. Can you believe that? Here's another one. 57% of Americans don't have enough in savings to even cover a $1,000 emergency expense. Can you believe that? And 64 million Americans have debt in collections. And American workers can make it only on an average of 9.5 weeks without a paycheck. So which means if something happens, they get laid off, get terminated, or something like that, get downsized, right sized, that on average people can only make it for 9.5 weeks without having some money coming in. But there is some good news. We're doing a little better. According to a survey in 2023, January of 23, it says that the numbers went down to 60% from 64%. So 60% now of Americans are now living paycheck to paycheck, down from 64% from 2022. So keep those numbers in mind. And I'm just saying that we can, as a community, we can do better. We can do some different things, so what can we actually do to change this? Are you interested in hearing that? So you can, if it's you, use some of these things, or you can share it with your community. What can we do to change this? The first thing is we have to get educated on financial issues. We have to talk about finances in our community. We have to talk about it with our kids, our young kids, the teenagers, the kids going off to college, because if we don't speak to them now, they're going to go out and continue with these bad habits. Spend. Get everything that you want today at don't care what it costs. You have to put it on a credit card or whatever, but we have to put in our kids and embed in our kids delayed gratification. Work towards the things that you want to. Stop slapping things onto these credit cards. So we have to get educated on financial issues and take the time to learn how to create another stream of income. I'm sure you're tired of me hearing me say this right now, and if I'm going to continue to say it. We all need to have another stream of income, especially African Americans. You need to have something else going on, because these companies are not loyal today. When they're ready to downsize or something, you are gone and you are out of there. So get educated on financial issues and take the time to learn how to create another stream of income. And this is why I talk about all of the time on my channel, is to start a side business to generate some extra stream of income. And I'm not talking about going out to get a part-time job where now you're away from your family even more. Start a side business where you can save on your taxes, build your wealth. This is how Americans in America, how people become wealthy. Have a side business or doing something in real estate is the big one. So here are some things that you can actually do differently, right? I'm saying differently. Here's the first one. And even if you don't like me after I tell you this, I feel like I have a responsibility to share it with you. We have to stop spending. Stop spending so much. Stop spending. Stop buying. Stop shopping. Stop creating all of these new debts, and stop putting things on credit card that you cannot pay off at the end of the month. Stop spending. Stop making other people rich, and take that money back and put it into your own savings account so you can invest, right? And so you can have some extra funds to help people who are in need. So number one thing that we can do differently to stop living paycheck to paycheck is stop spending. Now, another thing, number two, that I think is so important is set some life goals for yourself. Have something to work towards. Have a goal to aim for. Have something in your heart that you're excited about, right? As you're working to do some extra things so you're not spending all the time. Set some life goals for yourself. Now, here's number three. Get on a budget. Get on a budget so you can know where your money is going, and you have to do the work. Get on a budget so you can know where your money is going. Control your spending. Do the work. And here's some things I'm going to tell you that you probably can do, need to do. Cancel what's outside of your budget. Cancel it. Just get rid of anything and everything that's not in alignment with you attaining and reaching your life goals. Look for things to cut. I don't care what it is. Cut it, sell it, get rid of it. Cut those expensive bills, cables, subscription, whatever, until you can get your finances back in order. But get on a budget. All right, and get your finances in order. Now, the fourth thing that I can tell you, now this one, a lot of people don't like to hear, but I've helped a lot of my coaching clients to do this, you might need to consider downsizing. You ever thought about that? Yes, you may need to consider downsizing. I'm talking about downsizing the car. If the car is too expensive and you're living paycheck to paycheck, you might even need to downsize that house. Are you in too much house for the amount of money that you're making? Let's get real, right? Maybe you need to consider downsizing. And ladies, I'm talking to you. You might need to consider downsizing that wardrobe and nail and pedicure and hair appointments. Because at the end of the day, those things are not going to mean anything if it comes to a point where you lose your job or something happens and you can't pay for your basic things, right? And guys, let me tell you, those expensive sports stuff could be what's contributing to living paycheck to paycheck. A subscription for this. When I find out that people are paying $100, $200 per month on sports subscriptions. So let's reevaluate and see what we can do differently. And I'm not saying forever. I'm saying just until you get your finances on track and you can save some extra money and not have to live paycheck to paycheck. All right. So that's what I want you to do. I'm saying to you, we can do better. Also, maybe it's time to make some behavioral changes and work on your mindset. When you're still living paycheck to paycheck and buying all of these things before you take care of your home, I call it a poverty mindset. You are, where a lot of people will spend their money on what they want and then go to family and borrow what they need. I'm saying it's time to stop it. Stop the poverty mindset. We can do better. It's time to upgrade, my friends, to a prosperity mindset. All right. So those are my tips that I have for you to stop living paycheck to paycheck and work on increasing your finances. So stop spending. Set some life goals for yourself. Get on a budget, right? Consider downsizing if you need to do that. And then here's another one that I'm going to say, my bonus and last one. Invest in yourself. If you have money that you can spend, trust and believe you have money that you can invest in yourself. Find some room on that credit card or pull some money from under the mattress and start investing in yourself. Invest in your knowledge. Invest in your skill set. Maybe it's time to hire a coach. I don't know. Invest in you, though. I'm telling you, it's time to invest in you. And stop investing in making everybody else rich. I'm telling you, we can break this cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. I hope I haven't offended anybody today, but I'm saying I'm for you. I'm for you and I'm for us. And I'm saying, let's go. Let's break this cycle of living paycheck to paycheck and get on board to find a way to help our family, right? To create more generational wealth and grow our money. We can do it. We can do it. If you don't know how, reach out to someone who can show you, who can help you, and who can teach you. I'm Dr. Amy, and I said, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get this thing done. I am here to help you reset your mindset, develop your skill set, and get on board to live all of the dreams in your heart. Thank you for all of the people that's joining me live today. I see Michael, Renee, Kim. Thank you so much. And if I miss anybody else, thank you so much for joining me live. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it done. I'll see you right here the next time. Bye-bye.